I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. It is time for a challenge! A challenge of The Sims. Hey you guys, what's up? I love playing The Sims. I have been playing The Sims ever since probably like Sims 2. I'm also a fan of watching people play The Sims on YouTube. And one night while I was watching a Sim video, my man turned to me and he said, you know, you should just go ahead and make videos on YouTube. And I'm here now in my lovely play space, ready to do a challenge. Now I have been like playing The Sims. I have tried all of the challenges as great as they are, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna create my own challenge. And for the past few weeks, I've been working on one and attempting to test it out and see how it goes. And so far, it's been working really good. So now it was just a matter of naming it. I have no idea what to name it. It is a remake of the 100 Baby Challenge, but it's kind of in a patriarch form. So the father is the one that is making 100 babies. But he's not going out making 100 babies with a whole bunch of other women. He is making babies with one woman. And I'm pretty sure you guys are curious. It's basically the 100 Baby Challenge, like a mixture of it. Like that's where most of my structure comes from, but then it's the patriarch who is making the babies. So with that being said, let me go ahead and run through a list of rules that, you know, I've created out of like probably not thin air, but just sitting here playing The Sims. So let's get at it. So anybody who knows me knows that I love Marvel characters. So what is a Marvel character without creating one in here? And for this one, his name is Jarvis Braxton. And you guys are gonna sit and watch me make this while I talk about the rules. So the same rules apply for the most part for the 100 Baby Challenge for the father. It just has a few tweaks. The goal is still to have 100 babies with as few generations as possible. How you get there is the fun part. I like this part because you're creating a story within this household. So you're still working within the normal lifespan of it, and I think that's 23 days, which makes it interesting to me because the patriarch will get older quicker than the mom will. So making as many babies as possible while you can is still the goal, and it's more family oriented, at least to me. Now, when you start the game off, you have two choices that I will leave entirely up to you. You can either start them off as single or you can start them off as married. That is completely up to you. You can customize them any way. Now, if they're single, you have to follow the rule of he has to find someone, he has to date them, go out on at least one date, propose to them, and get married before he can get on that phone and he can look for work. That is the goal of it. Now, if he's married, he can automatically work anywhere, and basically it starts the challenge quicker. So I leave that up to you. You guys can create a sim for your mate in the beginning of the first generation and kind of just either start it quicker or create a story. Completely up to you. Now, the mom, she can not work outside of the home. Now, if she has a painting skill, or if you want her to have a writing skill, of course that makes money, but she cannot work outside of the home. She can get any job as long as she is home. So if it's a work from home position, you're pretty much set. Now the dad, he can work anywhere. I mean, he's dad, he can do it all. And if you have the expansion Get to Work, you can even go with him. And I feel like that's more of a story for him as well. Now, there are no money cheats. You cannot use the cheat. I know the cheat is the best thing in the game, but you cannot use any money cheats. Whatever houses you decide to live in, whatever the balance is, that's what you're going to start off with. So I like the city living because, I mean, I live in apartments now, so I kind of just felt like I was projecting that onto the lovely Jarvis. So if you find him in an apartment in the beginning of this, yeah, story of my life. So while going across this challenge of making babies, you will notice that your sim will get older and your father will become an elder. Once he passes on and becomes a ghost, then it becomes tricky again because now your matriarch can no longer have babies. Now, once the father has passed along, the wife of the father can no longer have babies. Even if she is a young adult, even if she is an adult, you can no longer make babies with this person. And it really makes it interesting because now she's just aging up. And then the youngest son of the household takes on the challenge, and he has to go out there and he has to find someone to date, propose, and get married to before he can look for work. Now, once the youngest son has found a spouse, you have to make sure that you change the last name of your married spouse. So if it's Renee Einen, then you have to make sure you change it to Renee Braxton, so they know that, hey, she got married and the generations continue with that last name. And the youngest son also has to move out with their spouse. And once you do that, then the one question that I got when I started it was, what do I do with the mom? Because the mom can no longer have children because her husband has died, I am again leaving that one up to you guys. I played both sides, and I feel like there are pros and cons to it. You either want more space to make babies or money. I say money because if you leave her, if you take her with you, you have the opportunity to have her work. And I say that because if she has a painting skill or a writing skill that's already maxed out, I would say that before she passes on and becomes a ghost, the least you can do is maximize that to your potential, because she's not going to be writing anymore. Now, once you do that, if you leave her in the house, then you're kind of just leaving, and then you just have more space to have babies. I personally like taking her with me because, that's family. So if you want to take her with you, go right on ahead. Now, once the mother of the first generation passes, then the cycle kind of just starts over again. So it's really more of, I feel like it makes the 100 baby challenge a lot slower, because whether you take her with you or you don't, there's still there's either 3 adults in the house or there's 2 adults in the house. In the beginning, there are 2 adults in the house, so you can have as many babies as you want, and life still kind of moves on. If there are 3 adults, and of course it slows down and you don't have so many babies. And I like doing this challenge because I love the 100 baby challenge, and fathers just don't get enough credit. But jokes aside, I wanted to make something that focused more on the family side of the 100 baby challenge, and creating just this huge family tree of, Sims type challenge. So there you have it. There is the lovely Jarvis Braxton. He is going to be my first sim. I'm going to keep him single so that he can go out there. He can find any sims that he wants out there to date and propose to. Of course, I kept it I wanted to make sure that he was very family oriented and romantic. That way, if any sims came along, it would be good. So if you guys have any sims that this lovely man could come across, then by all means, I'll leave my hashtag towards the end. And there you have it. That's it. That is the lovely Jarvis Braxton. Now, let's go back to me. I must say, even when The Sims came out, I never thought it would be a phenomenon like it is now. But I would love to join this community of people who are creating content. I love watching people build sim houses. I love the speed builds. I have no idea why that's comforting to me. I feel like over the years, Sims has gotten really good, and I have grown with it to an extent. I've just never been public about it. So yeah, I really, really, really enjoy playing it. It's like a puzzle to me. I enjoy doing jigsaw puzzles, but I also enjoy just sitting here playing The Sims, controlling people's lives, because you know you can't do that. And, you know, that's all that I got for you guys today. Just a making of, an introduction to The Sims. I also came up with a 100 Baby Mermaid challenge. If you haven't seen that, then go check that out. I'm really new to this editing and video thing, and I finally got like a niche to it. Any, you know, corrections that I can do, please feel free to let me know. Again, I am new to this, and so is my brother, who is a separate entity on his own. If you guys want to create houses, Sims, anything, please make sure that you put it under hashtag chaotic. I also have no friends on Sims 4 in the gallery. I love the gallery. I'm also everywhere. But I actually love this gallery. It's one of the things that's just like, I could stay on there in hours. It's like shopping, except you're not paying actual money. And that way I can just type it up and look at it and be like, oh, I can't afford that. Yes, I can. There's a cheat for it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, subscribers would be kind of cool to have. It gives me a motivation to get up in the morning and actually do The Sims and edit it. Comment below if there are any challenges that you would like to see me do. My Sim world is basically a Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, like the soap operas. On one hand, you have a woman who's a mermaid, you know, doing a 100 baby challenge. The other hand, you have what comes out of my head in a patriarch challenge. Can I call it that? Are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. I'll see you guys next time.